Outrun by Kavinsky, where synths haunt the highway and nightmares drive a Ferrari Testarossa. Released in 2013, Kavinsky's Outrun isn't just an album, it's a cinematic hallucination, a synthwave fever dream born from the neon veins of the 1980s nostalgia and turbocharged with French electro precision. This isn't your average retro prestige. Outrun is a concept album with a ghost at the wheel, quite literally. Kavinsky created an alter ego, a mysterious driver who died in a car crash in 1986 while racing his red Ferrari Testarossa, only to return as an undead vigilante communicating solely through haunted electronics and possessed analog synths. Yes, it's ridiculous. Yes, it's incredible. It's John Carpenter meets Daft Punk in the Miami Vice VHS tape, rewound way too many times. Musically, Outrun is a high-octane love letter to the 1980s synth music. But instead of being trapped in kitsch, it amplifies the mood with cinematic precision. Each track feels like a scene. Sometimes you're flooring it through a rain-soaked freeway. Sometimes you're glitching between dream and death. Prelude and Blizzard really set the tone. It's a spoken word narration between Kavinsky's Resurrection scored with ominous synth pads and sense of cinematic dread. It feels like you're booted up a dusty Sega Genesis possessed by a vengeful spirit. The song Protovision is an electro stomp banger that's as much about style as it is menace. It's as if the Testarossa is revving its engine in hell. The song Odd Look is where Kavinsky briefly lets a bit of warmth seep in with vocals by The Weeknd. If you check out the deluxe version, it's subtly brooding and oddly romantic. And then you come to Night Call, produced by Guy Manuel from Daft Punk and featuring Love Foxes, the centerpiece. Known from the Drive soundtrack, it's sexy, eerie, and devastating, a ghostly love song from a man stuck between radio static and memory. Rampage in Suburbia brings back the menace with greedy textures and 16-bit decay. This is Final Fight soundtrack material if the boss was a vengeful electro zombie, if you will. The song First Blood sounds like Giorgio Moroder resurrected from an old cassette tape left in the sun too long, and that's a compliment. The song Testarossa Auto Drive is pure arcade glory, an instrumental joyride down neon-lit alleys where the cops never sleep and neither do the ghosts. So what makes Outrun stand apart from the avalanche of synthwave releases is its complement to concept and tone. This isn't just nostalgia bait. Kavinsky isn't pretending to be in the 80s. He's building a weird, haunted version of it. One where time loops endlessly and the radio only plays the same cursed frequency. It's fun, yes, but there's also this sort of melancholic undercurrent. Like all great vapor-soaked art, it's about longing for something you can't quite touch. You don't just hear Outrun, you see it, you feel it, and occasionally feel unnerved by it. Outrun is like Blade Runner of electro. It's stylish, stoic, dripping with digital soul. It's a record best listened to at night while speeding down the highway, real or imagined, wearing sunglasses and wondering if you're still alive or just part of someone else's dream sequence. So if you haven't listened to this album, dude, it's a classic. Check it out. Let me know what you think. If you like synthwave artists, check out my podcast. I've interviewed Betamax, Vampire Stepdad, and Time Walker AD. Check it out. Let me know what you think.